Oh,
There
and
we
then
go.
Tracy, are you going to record this?
I just started the recording, Joe.
Oh, oh, okay, okay, thank you. Whoops, sorry, sorry.
We got it. Remember to record this one. We didn't record the other night. So this is great. What I'm going to do, this is an informal session. We don't have a formal PowerPoint or anything. I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you guys what the booth scheduler looks like in Smart Cookies and how to do the troop secured booths in Smart Cookies. Mickey, can you let people in if I'm sharing my screen and can't get to them?
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. Let's see if I can do this because some days it works, some days it doesn't. This. Okay. Oh, look at that. All right. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Fantastic. Well, I happen to be logged in as one of my IRG troops. So this is what your dashboard or your Smart Cookies will look like. It'll have your troop data in it, however. And what we're going to be working on tonight is the booth tab. Um, Walmart, Sam's, Wendy's, and the Omaha Dream Lab new drive-through booths are scheduled by the council through the booth scheduler. So I'm going to show you that first because that opens at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock Mountain, 7 o'clock Central. We have to clarify that. So it's 6 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, 7 a.m. Central. And you log into Smart Cookies and you go here to booth, schedule booths. And there we go. And it should bring up the list of all the booth locations that are scheduled by the council. You'll see them over here. I have yet to figure out the logic in their order here. It's sort of alphabetical, but not really. But if you know that there's a specific place you're looking for, say you are looking for the Wendy's, you can type in Wendy's and it will show you just the Wendy's locations or Sam's or Walmart or whichever. So let's say we want to go to the Wendy's in Lincoln. Sounds like a great place. When you open up the scheduler, then you'll see it's hard to see on my screen. I hope you guys can see it, but you'll see that some of the dates are blue and some of them are gray. The blue dates are the ones that are in there that can be scheduled by troops. And it's not going to let me go through the whole process tonight because the booth scheduler is not open yet. But basically, this is what it's going to look like. You select your location, come into February or March if you want to plan ahead into the second half of the cookie program, and you just pick a date. And it will show you down here at the bottom that this is the time that the shift is available at that location on that date. If there's multiple shifts in a day, it will look like that's a Friday. Give me a Monday or a Sunday like this. It will show you the two different ones. And this is the point at which it blocks me, but you choose your day, you select your shift, and then you hit save. It's that simple. But make sure that these are locations and booths that you are ready to um, fulfill and and participate in so that we're not taking it away from somebody else. So check your schedules. If you've done the Walmarts and Sam's in the past, I'm sure you already have your schedule ready and waiting, but that's as easy as it gets with the booth scheduler. And like I said, you can just scroll through all the names if you'd like. At Walmart Neighborhood Market, you'll see that the 16th, 24th, 20th in March or in March. There's like the 12th of March. Just look for the blue dates and then select the time slot and hit save. And that again is for the Walmarts, Sam's, Wendy's, and then the Omaha Dream Lab location this year, we're going to do drive-through booths in the parking lot. There's select days that we're going to do that when basically daylight hours when the Dream Lab's open. We've got a day when schools are out of session. And the Dream Lab is open. So we'll have it on that day. So take a look and see if there's anything you want to do along those lines. And you can pick more than one. It opens tomorrow at 6 a.m. Mountain, 7 a.m. Central, and it stays open until Saturday night at 11 p.m. Mountain, midnight Central. And you can pick 5 booths. The system is set up that it will let you select up to 5 shifts during that first 48-hour time period, those first few days. It's going to close down on Saturday night, but it will reopen on Sunday morning at 6 a.m. Central or Mountain, 7 a.m. Central, and then it's unlimited. We find that it's good to do that little buffer at the beginning so that every troop, regardless of size, has the opportunity to get a good shift at a location that's convenient for them. We do have some large troops. There's some very, go-getter troops that really want to do tons of them. So we don't want them coming in and taking up like the whole day Saturday. Want to give the other troops the opportunity to get shifts. Then it will open up on Sunday, and as many as your troop would like that they can fulfill. And the scheduler, this is new from last year, the scheduler is going to stay open all the way through the end of the cookie program, all the way through March 15th. I think closing it at 8 o'clock that night, because there are some booths that will run that late. So if you happen to find a nice weekend that you've got some girls that are ready and can get together to do a booth, hop back into the booth scheduler, see if there's a shift open. You can sign up at any time. If for any reason you need to cancel a booth, please, please, please contact your product program manager as soon as you know, so that we can go in, take it out of the scheduler under your troop, and that opens it up for another troop to take. So if you do find, as life happens, that you aren't able to fulfill one of the shifts that you have scheduled, please contact your product program manager and we'll get that taken out so somebody else can schedule it. Now, those are 3 businesses. There are thousands of businesses in Nebraska that would love to have girls selling cookies at their locations. Any place that is family friendly, that your girls might want to learn a little bit about the company, or somebody there or whatever, contact them and see if you can set up a troop secured booth. These are arranged by you, the troop, with the location. You'll set up the dates and times with the managers, always get a confirmation from them in writing, so you have that. But then those 2 need to get put into Smart Cookies, because that's how you're going to be able to take credit cards at the booth. That also helps us in scheduling our cupboard inventories. We have a better idea of how many troops are actually working booths in the upcoming week, so we know that we have do our best to get enough cookies in there. Remember, when you're ordering for your booth sales, make sure you're planning 2 to 3 weeks in advance. So if you're going to we're planning to do some booth sales on opening weekend, you should have put some cookies on your initial order. And then moving forward, you can start your planned orders that opening weekend of February 6th and just plan for the 2 to 3 weeks out, because as all the pieces are in place for us to really try and track our cupboard inventories and make sure that cookies are available, we might have to some week order from the bakery. If we don't have enough at our warehouses or our cupboards, we'll have to order from the bakery. And that can take between 5 and 10 business days. So we place our orders on Monday with the bakery. It can take to the following Monday before they get to our cupboards. So that's why you need to plan ahead, because we're a week out, potentially. But once you've got them set with your locations, it's very simple. Again, booth, troop secured booth. And put in the address. Let's see, we're going to call this Twin Creek Bakers. We're going to say it's on 3614. The address is, where's the address? I had it in here. Well, we're going to call it that one. It doesn't matter. This is a made up one anyway. Put in your contact information for the location. Your troop contact information below automatically populates. Allow council to assign this booth to other troops. We don't use that functionality, so don't worry about it. If you want to make some notes that says, okay, I've scheduled Mary, Sarah, and Lindsay to work this booth, or whatever notes you want to put in there that will help you keep track of that, put those in there, and then just hit next. And then you add your appointment times. It says both location. There we go. Add your times. Pick the day. You're going to be there on Saturday the 7th. No, you're not, because that's January. Saturday the 14th, Valentine's Day. And you're going to come in at 10 in the morning, and you're going to stay till 2 in the afternoon. And then you just click save. And you have to click the, I'm not going to do it because I don't want to create this booth, but once you put the information in, you have to hit save and add, then you can add another appointment time. So if you have multiples at this location, you can add them each time. You don't have to go back out to that main screen and re-enter all the location information. You can just add additional shifts. And I think I actually may have scheduled this one, but that's okay. What happens with these, you'll see it goes to a pending status. Once you save it, it goes into a pending status, and the product program managers then go through the council site and we approve those booths. Please give us at least 2 business days to get those approved, because if they're not approved in Smart Cookies, you're not able to take credit cards through the digital cookie mobile app. And it's very difficult if you're trying to reach us on a Saturday morning because you have a booth that starts at 10 a.m. We need some time to be able to get to those and get them approved for you. So get them in as soon as possible. It's open. You can do it now. You can continue to do it throughout the program. You can add them as you run across them or as you set more up. Just know that it's going to take us 2 business days to get those approved for you to be able to go and facilitate that booth. And once you've put in your scheduled booths and your troop secured booths, you can always go into the My Reservations, and it's not going to show me anything right now because I haven't selected anything, but and it will show you which booths you have set up. Again, I don't have any right now because it's not open. Another feature that is very helpful is when you're at your cookie booths, you're going to use the digital cookie mobile app. And we have some instructions on our website, a tip sheet about how to do that. But you want to primarily make sure you are under the troop. When you're at a booth, no sales should be put in under individual girl names. This is a troop sale. It needs to have the troop lead as the contact, as the booth name. It causes some confusion on the back end if they're assigned to girls, and it messes with the girl balance summary reports and everything on the back end. So you just want to really make sure that when you're there with your mobile app, that you're under the troop's name. And any parent who is helping you with your booths, they can log into the troop digital cookie mobile app and take credit cards at the booth. So they just have to make sure they're under the troop. And then you can come in here and you can, again, it's not going to generate anything because we don't have any booths. But if you had, you can run right here under your booth report, the credit card payments you received at that booth. It will list your booths. You click on it, it will open up and give you the credit card payments. So that's helpful information right there at your fingertips. There's also reports that you can look at. And let me see if I can get to those under booths. You can see which ones you've booked. You can see your locations. Here is an actual export of the booth sale credit card transactions you've done for each given booth. You can put that through or go to that report and it will bring that information up for you. So you can track and see, we got this many credit card payments at that booth and know how to assign those funds. Those are part of the credit card payments that get adjusted out of your ACHs, because through the digital app, it's running through the council account. So any credit card payments, we adjust those on the backside from each of the ACHs as they come due throughout the cookie program. So we have our reports. We did that. Are there any questions up to this point? Are there? Okay.
Yes. Hello.
Hi, Patricia.
How are you?
I'm
Okay,
good.
I
I've missed you since Tuesday.
I know. That's why I had to make sure I hop on here. Quick question. I missed the very beginning. So when does the booth scheduler open?
7 a.m. tomorrow morning, Central Time. It's
Oh, I'm
6
already
a.m.
up.
Mountain Time. It's 7 a.m. here.
Okay. Alrighty, knock that out. Thank you. And then my other question is, so the booth, the credit card payments can only be at the troop level, and we have to put it in the scheduler in order for it to be operational. Is that correct?
Yes, you are 100% correct. Yes.
Okay, already got that. And then it's good to know that because I usually have a couple other adults at our booth sales, so it's good to know that they can
Awesome.
also log in and accept credit card payments as well.
Definitely.
That'll and that expedites things for us a little better.
Oh,
Alrighty,
you bet.
thank you.
You bet. Other questions?
So Tracy, you had said the booth scheduler is open for Sam's, Walmart, and neighborhood Walmarts. Did you also mention Wendy's?
Yes, I mentioned Wendy's. Wendy's this is the second year they've been a GSUSA booth partner, and it's only select Wendy's locations. It's not all of them. Like with the Sam's and Walmart's, it's pretty much all of them. But Wendy's, they have just an opt-in process within Wendy's for the individual stores to say, yeah, I'll have cookie booths here. So when you go into the booth scheduler, you're going to see, let's pull up Wendy's here again. There's not a lot. I think there's only one in the Omaha area, but the rest of them are across the state. So Columbus, Fremont, Grand Island, things, a lot of Western Nebraska, Lincoln, a lot of Lincoln stores, McCook, Norfolk, North Platte, Ogallala. There's Omaha. So we have one in Omaha. And those are added to, that is a list that's kind of a dynamic list. So as more locations jump on their opt-in process, then we'll potentially pull more Wendy's into our booth scheduler. It's just going to be a timing thing on when they opt in and when we're able to put it in. So that's kind of a fun one. Like I said, we did it last year. It's really, Mickey and I were actually talking about it. Wendy's is a great location for like a first-time booth troop because it's got some good traffic, it's got some good visibility, but it's a little more low-key. You'll be generally either right outside the door if the weather's nice, or right inside the doors, right inside the restaurant. And Wendy's been super supportive about having the troops there, and maybe a Frosty will wander its way over to the cookie booth. Who knows? So that's just something to look for with the Wendy's locations. Makes it a little fun, and we'll add those as they become available. One other thing I wanted to show you, I meant to talk to you about it during the Troop Secured Booth section. We started something new this year with, local booth partners. Our marketing department did a great job putting together. Let me see if I can get to our website and show you. Can you guys see that?
Yes.
Did it let me go to our website? If you go to the cookie resources section, we have right here cookie booth partners. These are basically pre-approved in that they are businesses that said, sure, we would love to have girls at our location to sell cookies. It doesn't mean that they're approved in the booth scheduler or anything like that. There's still just locations that need to be contacted by the troop and set up by the troop. You're going to see here, I'm going to go to Felix's Cat Cafe. I don't know. I have to. That's all. I'm just going to have to buy cookies there. But Goodwill is another national partner that we're working closely with. And the greater Nebraska locations are in here. We're working on getting the Omaha locations, but Goodwill is a great partner in across the state. They are coordinating. They're going to provide us with some information about how to coordinate a donation drive along with your booth. I was speaking to their marketing director just this morning. She's a fantastic lady. She was very excited about having troops participating at the Goodwill locations again. And they're going to provide us some guidelines on how to, put together a donation drive. Maybe between the troop and the location, the store, the individual store, they work out the dates and times and they decide, hey, we're going to stuff a bus, or we're going to, we're take the flyer around the neighborhood and say, give us donations, we're going to take them to our booth, or promote it within your troop on, your social media. Hey, we're going to be at Westview Plaza in McCook on the 20th of February. I don't know what day that is, but from these hours to these hours, come bring your donations, buy your Girl Scout cookies, work together. They have a patch program within Goodwill. So good turn. When I was a leader, way back when the dinosaurs roamed, and I was a troop leader, they had that program and it's still going on. It's a fun thing for the girls to get involved in the community, and earn a patch. We know the girls love their patches. There's also a program within the Goodwill that she was telling me about this morning that she's going to put more details into this flyer that will pass along to the troops that do schedule at Goodwills. They're going to kind of throw out a challenge a little bit and say, troops, I think she said 50. So don't quote me on these exact numbers, but it's going to be kind of a tag your bag with your troop number, and the troop with the highest number of donations for the 2026 cookie program might get a fun activity with Goodwill, where they have like a retail program that the girls can go to, and they go through all the different aspects of what Goodwill Industries does and how they help not only, just refurbishing and recycling and reusing like we all want to do. They also do true recycling, which I did not know. And that all can count into their. So with the Goodwills, there's some fun things that they're going to try and make it a little more interactive between the troops and the stores, so that girls can have an opportunity to learn a little bit more about the organization, and they can have a fun time, little extra to their booth. But you'll see where it's alphabetical, and there's some all over the state. Got a couple here in Omaha. There's Gering. I don't think we have any U to Z's. Nope. I looked this morning, there weren't any, but come out here. Again, this is a form that's on our website that locations are constantly submitting, and marketing is constantly updating this booth partners section. So check early, check often, and feel free to contact any of these locations and see about setting up a booth. They're happy to have you. They're happy to have Girl Scouts as a partner, and we're happy to have them as partners as well. So that is something we haven't had in the past from a troop secured booth standpoint. If you know of any place that is interested, if you work someplace, if you're a manager, whatever, and you're interested in not just your troop, but if you want to open it up for other troops, go to the partner section and complete the form, and we'll get you into the list. So there's a lot of fun opportunities for girls with booth sales this year. I think we're going to have some bling your booth activities and some fun things that we'll be doing on social throughout the entire 2026 cookie program that will all get incorporated into doing booth sales.
Hey, Tracy, there was one more question in the chat from Amy, and she wanted to know, will the View booth credit card payments show real time during the booth, or is that a summary once the booth is done?
That is an excellent question.
Good job,
So
Amy.
yeah, so this here, where you're in the booth and it says View booth credit card payments, I will have to ask on that. I don't think it's live because this isn't, ow, I just bit my tongue. This isn't smart cookies and you're working in digital cookies. So you got to give it a chance to talk to each other. But let me find a pen and make a note. View credit card live question mark. And I'm not looking at the chat, but Amy, what area of the state are you in? Are you one of mine?
Lincoln.
She's in Lincoln. I will get that information and I will have Melissa follow up
Yep.
with you on that. That's an excellent
Perfect.
question.
Thank you.
But yeah, I think it's going to be a lag because they have to talk to each other. But in the digital cookie mobile app, it does track the payments and the sales as well. So you should be able to see what's been happening at the booth in the mobile app as well.
Perfect. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Tracy, I can write some information about the certificate of insurance question.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I know. I know we have it and it's something we do. In the past, we've needed the location information and then finance just gets us a certificate of insurance for that location. And your product program manager can help you with that. The product program manager contact information, if you don't have it, is in the chat at the top. So we've got that. And along those lines, speaking of partnerships, our recruitment team is doing the Explore More Pledge. This is the link is in the chat as well, but they're encouraging girls to bring a friend, a non-Girl Scout friend, to a troop meeting, and they can be entered into the Explore More Pledge. I want to get the wording. Where am I at? I want to get the wording so that so that I don't misrepresent recruitment. The Explore More Pledge is a fun way for your troop to earn a patch as a bonus, show other girls how great Girl Scouts is. To take the pledge, just have each troop member invite a non-Girl Scout friend to your meeting. This is a great way to add girls to your troop. If your troop is full, not a problem. You can still participate, invite girls that are younger, and invite them to start their own troop. We have they have meeting ideas and fun activities for you to do. If you're interested in that, the link is here to take the Explore More Pledge, fill out the form, and you'll get entered into that program with our recruitment team. Okay. Certificate of insurance. Okay. Yeah, Chandra, I think we've gotten you one before. Just give me the name of the location and I'll get you one. The geographic range of the council, we cover the entire state of Nebraska and a little bit of Iowa in that we get Carter Lake and they get part of Sioux City. But basically, we are the state of Nebraska. Are we at risk of going out of the council or around the Omaha area, or does that matter? We can't cross lines. Mickey, you're right. We can't cross state lines, but you can, we're statewide. So if you know of a location outside of Omaha that you're interested in, let me know and we can certainly put that in the system and get that approved. Okay. Other questions? Do I need to show you any more on the website? Oh, there's a new message. I don't know what this means.
That's one of those AI
I
chat
was going to say,
bots.
I think
Yeah.
AI is taking over our meeting. Run, everybody.
I think we can ignore Katie's note taker for now.
The machines are rising. Yep, name and ad. Oh, perfect, Joe. Thank you very much. Perfect. was kind of fun. Mickey, Joe, do you have any? Did I miss anything?
I don't,
Do you want me to put a link to the Troop Cookie Manager Handbook? Because that has some great information about cookie base in it too.
It does. It does. You can, if you've got it
Okay.
right there. Or
Yeah, go ahead.
I've got the
Yeah.
site open.
Okay.
See. That is this. I was telling you we have tips and tricks and things under our forms and resources. You'll now not only see our forms, our resources, but you'll see quick bites about smart cookies. So the ABC Bakery information is smart cookies, and then the digital cookie, the mobile app for the volunteers. All that is right here. Just pull that up. But our handbook is online this year. Copy. And you can save it to your desktop, print it out, whatever works for you. Boom. You're welcome. Or about the donation option. As far as with Goodwill, or with, are you talking gift of sharing, Mary? No, gift of sharing. Okay. The council, right now, the council is set up to do any direct ship donation orders, and any girl delivered donation only orders are fulfilled by the council as virtual cookie share. Right now, we have it set to the First Responders Foundation because they are a statewide organization. And so any cookies that are purchased through those two donation options will go to the First Responders Foundation. We are open to suggestions. If you know of a statewide organization that you'd like the council to consider as their donation partner, either in addition to the first responders this year or for next year, reach out to your product program manager. Let us know. We'd be more than happy to follow up on that. Or that charity. That help?
I have another question about gift of sharing.
Oh, no.
So I'm not, I come to you for answers and you do not disappoint. So I'm coming back.
You know, I just make
So-
it up as I'm going along, right, Patricia?
You have to own this. It's your fault that I keep coming back to
Oh,
you.
dang it. Okay, I'll own it.
Okay, so I'm the gift of sharing, I'm not quite sure how that works. When you do that, do you just if somebody wants to do that, they just check off gift of sharing and include that money in the money that they deposit?
Yes. Yep. If it's an
Okay.
in-person sale, there's even a column on the paper order card that says donation
Mhm.
that they
Uh-huh.
can track, and they collect the payment at the time of order and submit that to the troop as part of the troop sales. The girl gets credit for the sale through the tracked cookie share in Smart Cookies. That will credit her for the patch, and then a troop to girl transfer for any cookies that you end up transferring to her at the end, once you know what you're actually going to have. You'll do troop to girl transfers to credit for the sale, but money just gets passed on through. If it's online, if it's through digital cookies or the mobile app, they can do it in conjunction with a girl delivered order, and that's fine. They just again collect the full payment via their credit card and say they bought 5 boxes and a donation. They'd get $36 on the credit card payment. They'd actually physically take 5 packages to them and know that there's a donation. There is a receipt for gift of sharing on our website. Go back to that. Where did that go? Gift of sharing receipt. You can print these out and have the girls fill them out with troop number, how many packages, their total donation, because the gift of sharing cookies are tax deductible. The ones people buy to eat, while we are a nonprofit organization, those are not tax deductible because they're eating them. They're not donating them.
Okay. Shucks. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks.
Could you imagine? Would really boost our sales. Other questions about anything? Like I said, this is a formal, informal kind of process. We're here to answer your questions. Really want to make sure we covered the booth scheduler since it kicks off in what, 11 hours? I checked it all today, multiple times, so. Shifts with parents and girls. As far as, say, some troops use Sign Up Genius, some troops use a Google Doc. There's a form bot that troops use. However you communicate best with your parents is what would work for your troop. There's no right or wrong answer when it comes to actually scheduling the girls at the booths. You just want to make sure that you have 2 adults there at all times and more girls than adults. This is a girl-led program. So whenever you're at a booth sale, you want to make sure that there's more girls than adults and that everybody is Girl Scouted up. Have them wear their uniforms, we have troops that make t-shirts and hoodies and all kinds of fun things for their booth sales. Just let the girls have fun with it. And some troops will do the troops there for 4 hours. You girls, you're here for this booth. You girls, you're doing that booth over there. Some will go, okay, we're here for 4 hours. We're going to break it into 2-hour shifts or even 1-hour shifts. If you're youngins, if you've got the littles, 1 or 2 hours is about all you're going to get out of a first, second grader. So you can always split the shift up within the troop. You're still committed to it at the council level for the whole 3 or 4 hours, however long that happens to be, but you can divide it up within your troop, however it works best for you and your girls. And your scheduling, we have, go back to the website again. We've got some great things on here. We've got this tracking worksheet that helps you with each of your shifts. You always want to make sure your parents that are working the shifts for you are counting the cookies and the money when they take it from you and then when they return it to you. So this is a great form to print out for you, each of your booths. Have your contact information, the parents who's working the booth there, put in the date and time and location, what they took. If they got any more while they were there, they ran out, they were able to sneak off to a cupboard and get some more. What was actually returned, so that bubbles up how many packages were sold and how much money was collected throughout the whole thing. You even have a place here to jot down the girls' names because you still need to credit the girls for the sales that they took at the booth sale. So you want to go back over to Smart Cookies here, and you're going to do, let me find it. We are going to, I'm used to being in at a council level, so bear with me as I'm looking through this because you're going to do transfer orders to your troop. No, that's what I did wrong. It's not going to let me show you because I don't have a booth in here. But when you do have your booths in here, you're going to go to My Reservations and you can click on the booth name and it will open the booth divider. This is a fantastic tool because all you have to do is put in the names of the girls that worked the booth, the number of each variety that was sold at the booth, hit submit. It divides it evenly amongst the girls. If there's an uneven number, so there's 4 girls and they sold 5 boxes, you decide. It will highlight at the bottom of the booth divider what needs to still be assigned to a girl, and you can divide those up evenly. You can say, oh, she's really close to her next goal. Well, that's kind of a troop decision you can work on, but use the booth divider to credit the girls for their booth sales because that's how they're going to get the booth patch this year. Troops are girls that participate in 2 booths as recorded in the booth divider with their troop will automatically get the booth patch. It'll automatically populate in your reward order under the extras tab. So use the booth divider so you can make sure the girls get credit for their booth patch as well. And then the divider divides it up so the girls get credit for the sales towards their total rewards. Excuse me, because everything they sell, regardless of how they sell it, in person, online, girl delivered, booth sales, all counts towards their reward levels. So troops do that, Mary. If you're not having the same girls work all of the hours, you might take that booth worksheet and break it out by the hour and say, okay, Susie was here for this shift for this long, Mary was here for this long, and then divide it accordingly that way. You can do that. Whatever is going to work best for your troop. Other questions? Great group. Great questions. Clicking through the details in my head, thinking, did I miss anything on the website? I don't think I did. That covers booth sales and a little bit about gift of sharing. We do have, again, on our website, we've got the gift of sharing quick bite from ABC, helps differentiate those sales and what to do with them. We've got all the digital cookie tip sheets out there now. Within digital cookie and smart cookies both, there are training videos that if you're in the program and you're like, oh goodness, what did Tracy say about how to do that? There's resources available right within the databases, right within digital cookies and smart cookies, or like I said, on our website now we have those, and we'll have more linked in here as we get. Well, we're working on pulling some of those videos outside of smart cookies and digital and putting them here so they're all in one place. But check back. And if you have questions about anything throughout the entire program, your product program manager is here for you. You've all been assigned a product sale coordinator, a PSC, that person who you talked to about your initial order, make sure everything was in. They're a valuable resource to help you out. But always check our website because you never know what's going to pop up there. And then definitely follow us on social media this year. Get into this. I'm going to say the East Central Facebook page because that's the area I'm in, but get on the council Facebook page, Instagram, all of our social, because our marketing department is locked and loaded to do some really fun, exciting things to help girls have fun and everybody improve their sales overall. That's what we want. So everybody have a great cookie program and reach all their goals and get to do all the fun things that girls want to do with their cookie money, because we know this is their main source of income. So yes, the next, thank you, Joanne's pimping out the next one already. These are weekly. This week we did 2 because we're right at the beginning of the program, so we wanted to make sure we got the information out to y'all. But we have a weekly just-in-time cookie bite throughout the entire program, all the way through March 15th. Couple of the weeks are going to be just what we call open office hours, where everyone pop in, you can ask whatever questions you want. We're here to cover if something has come up and we think, this would be a good place to relay all this information to the troops. So check back the Sign Up Genius that you use to register for this session. Make sure you go back in and register for all the upcoming ones if you haven't already, because we pull that report from our Sign Up Genius that we use the morning of the just-in-time cookie bite and send out the meeting invite that day. So make sure you get into the Sign Up Genius for the just-in-time cookie bites. If you need that sent to you again, contact your product program manager. They are more than happy to do that, or anybody on the product program team can pull it down and get it sent to you. Other questions, comments, thoughts? Are we excited to get booths tomorrow? It's always nerve-wracking.
I'm ready. I'm ready to go sell some cookies. That's all I have to say. I'm ready.
Awesome.
I am ready.
You're D. Awesome. Fantastic.
Yes.
Well, great. Well, we certainly appreciate you and all that you do for us, and primarily for the girls. They are our mission. So go forth, have some fun. Take things one step at a time, one day at a time, and we're all going to get through the whole program. And this weather is leaving us this weekend. We'll let it get cold this weekend. But after that, we're done. It's going to be sunny and 70 for the entire month of February and March. I'm just saying. I keep thinking the more I put it out there, the more it might actually come true. But we know it won't. So go forth, enjoy the rest of your evening. If you have any questions, reach out. We're here to help you.
Thank you. Thank you. Good night, all.
Thank you. Good night. I'm going to stop sharing. And I'm going to stop the recording. Stop recording. Stop.